Assalamu alaikum. Again, I'm back and I'm with a new topic over here, that is the relation of transpiration with the leaf structure. In our last video, we have discussed about the concept of transpiration, that it is a loss of water molecules in the form of water vapors through the aerial parts, right? So we have discussed this thing in a very detailed form in our last video. Now, over here, in this video, you have to understand the concept of the relation of transpiration with the leaf structure, because leaf have a different structures according to their stomatal distributions. Okay, so leaf structures we have divided into three important types according to their stomatal distribution. In our last video, we have discussed about the stomata, their structure as well, and why there is a need of stomata in the plants. That stomata is actually a ventilator, you can say, or a opening that allow the gases or allow the movement of the molecules from the soil, or you can say just allow the movements, water molecules movement and the carbon dioxide concentration movement we have discussed. Alright, when we are saying about the leaf structures, so we have divided into three types, that is the lower epidermis, both surface, and upper epidermis. What is just have why I have written over here that lower epidermis, both surface, and upper epidermis. It says that when the stomata are present mainly on lower epidermis, so it has a one category, okay, and it is found, the example is over here is the mango plant. In the mango plant, the leaf have the stomatas only and only present on the lower epidermis. But when the stomatas are present on the both side of the leaves, so the example is over here is a maize plant. Okay, so maize plants have the both side have upper epidermis as well, and on the lower epidermis as well. On both sides the stomatas are present, and you can say that if the more and more stomatas are there, so more and more ventilation occur, more and more loss of water loss of water takes place, or you can say more and more transpiration takes place. Okay, so the maize plant is the best example to understand this concept of this type. The third important type is upper epidermis, or you can say that the stomatas are mainly present on the upper epidermis. Okay, the example is the water lily leaves, and you know that lilies is mainly found in the water aquatic plant, and the leaves have the upper epidermis. It means that the stomatas are mainly present on the upper epidermis. So when we are saying about the upper epidermis, so stomatas is present just on the above side. So now over here in this structure, I have discussed in the previous video as well that transpiration, it was just one of the process, a very important process in transport system in the plants. Before in that video we have discussed about the active transport, passive transport. So up till now I hope that you have understand this concept, that there are importantly three important concepts in the transport system in the plants. Okay, active transport, passive transport, and the transpiration. And active transport, passive transport we have discussed mainly in the structure of the roots. But when we are talking about the transpiration, so it is importantly occur in the aerial parts, that is when the parts are exposed to the air, so they are mainly occur in that structures of the plant, right? So the third important structures we have discussed about the leaf structures as well, that according to the type of the according to the distribution of the stomatas. Okay, and we have discussed the three types, importantly lower epidermis, both surface, upper epidermis. All right, to further understand this concept of the transpiration, again we are just have a look on this experiment. In this experiment I have taken three leaves. Okay, leaf 1, leaf 2, and the leaf 3, and these all three leaves are belong to the mango plant. Okay, so what type of plants leaf I have taken from which type? I have taken the mango plant leaves. Okay, and we have discussed this thing that in mango plant leaves they have the stomatas mainly present on the lower epidermis. Okay, there is no stomatas are present on the upper epidermis. So to just have a look on this experiment, just before understand, just learn this concept that mango, I have taken the leaves of the mango plant. Okay, and on the leaves of the mango plant they have stomatas mainly found on the lower epidermis, not on the upper epidermis. Okay, now Now in this experiment, I have taken the petroleum gel. Now why I have taken the petroleum gel? The petroleum jelly is just having, you can say, a oil is there, a coating is there, a insulating coating is there. Okay, so I am going to apply on the different sides of the leaves. Now what I have did, in the first leaf I have applied the petroleum jelly on the upper epidermis. Okay, before starting this experiment, I just want to add this thing that I am going to just weight it down, these 3 leaves, that leaf 1, leaf 2 and leaf 3. Okay, I will first weight this, that what kind of weight it has, might be it can be having a very 2 or 3, you can say, mg. Okay, first you are going to weight it, and in second step what you are going to do, you will apply the petroleum jelly. The first leaf you will just apply on the upper epidermis. This is a leaf, for example, and you are applying this on the upper surface of the jelly, applying up on the upper surface of the leaf. Okay. In the leaf 2, what you are going to do, you are applying the jelly on the lower epidermis. Okay. And in the third one, you are going to apply on the both sides. Okay. What you are going to do, you are just, again I am repeating this thing, that you are applying the petroleum jelly on the upper epidermis, or you can say on the upper surface of the leaf in the leaf 1. In the leaf 2, you are applying on the lower epidermis, on the just under the leaf, okay, this side of the leaf. And in the leaf 3, you are applying on the both side of the leaf, upper epidermis, lower epidermis. And I have discussed this thing that petroleum jelly is just act like an insulating coat or protective layer, and you know that when you are saying about the protective layer or insulated coat, so it will not favor the transpiration. Okay. Now when I have applied this, after a few hours, what I will do, again I am just going to weight it down. Now when I just have measured the weight of leaf 1, leaf 2 and leaf 3, what will happen? Again, mango plant leaves, stomatas are mainly found on the lower epidermis. Okay, leaf 1, I have applied the petroleum jelly on the upper epidermis, but it is mainly found on the stomatas on the lower epidermis. So again, yes, transpiration takes place over here. In the second leaf, what will happen? I have applied petroleum jelly on the lower epidermis, not on the upper epidermis. Okay, so on the lower side of the leaf, already we have discussed that on the lower side of the leaves, mango plant leaves have the stomatas. But over here I have applied the petroleum jelly, it means there will be no transpiration takes place. Now the leaf 3, again I will weight it down. What will happen? Because in the leaf 3, again I am going to discuss this thing that I have applied on both sides of the leaf the petroleum jelly. Okay, when I weight it down, what's the result come? Leaf 1 has more weight. Okay, and we have discussed this thing that leaf 1, this petroleum jelly I have applied on the upper epidermis, but the stomatas are mainly found on the lower epidermis. Not on the, because the lower epidermis in the leaf 2 already you are applied it, so there is no transpiration takes place. But when you are saying about the leaf 3, that yes, leaf 3 on the epidermis, no need. But on the lower epidermis, yes, again there is the stomatas are there, but you have applied the petroleum gel, so no transpiration takes place. Okay, so this was all about this concept. You can do this activity at your home as well, that you can apply you can take 3 leaves, but mainly it's up to you that you can take the mango plant leaves, maize plant leaf or water leaves. So you can have further much concept about the transpiration. So it was all about this experiment. I hope that you have understand that why leaf 1 has more weight, because the leaf 1 has the underside, they have the lower epidermis, they have the stomatas, and stomata have performed the transpiration. It has having a loss of water. So due to this more moisture, so the leaf have the more weight. This was all about the concept of transpiration. In another video, I am going to discuss the further concept of the stomatas, that how stomatas are responsible, how they are opening and closing and helps in the transpiration rate. Thank you so much.